What's up, High Speed Daddy family? My name is Corey. Sometimes I'm known as Lean Green Dad. High Speed Daddy is hiding at the bottom there. And Get Off the Couch Daddy is in the house as well.
No, High Speed Daddy and a half.
High Speed Daddy and a half? Okay, well.
High Speed Daddy half or High Speed Daddy and a half?
I don't know. Whatever. Up for interpretation.
Whatever you want him to be. Listen, today, folks, we're talking about something that might be a little controversial, might be a little tough, maybe a little tough to hear, maybe a little tough love. But the truth is, you can get off that couch. What do I mean? What the heck am I talking about? Get off that couch. Oh, and by the way, hello to our KC family. If you're watching on Culture City, we love you. What's going on? But listen, as a person that's lacking motivation this week, I need this call, okay? Because these two guys are doing the 75 hard challenge, right? They're going strong with that, doing well, 2 workouts a day, right? And then this week instead, oh my gosh, this week, today actually, instead of a workout, I took my family on a walk in nature trail, okay? And so that was a good one. But I just did not feel like, doing my burpees, doing my push-ups and stuff like that today. And so we used it to bond and it was great. But what we're talking about today, folks, is the video games, the TV, the movies, the things like that are keeping your kids inside and maybe give you a second to breathe. And look, I know it's hard. It's ridiculously hard right now to keep sane, quite honestly, with everything that's going on. And so we got a lot going. So we hope that today's show is a resource for you. And we can provide some thoughts as dads in it. We're in it right now. And so I guess, George, you want to start? I know you've got to leave a little bit early because you've got an appointment, but like talk to us. Like, what do you do to motivate your teenager, your little guy, and sometimes your wife to get off the couch?
There's no motivating little guy. He just has a 12-pack of batteries up his butt. So it's just non-negotiable, right? So he's like the never-ending Tesla. Yeah, you know what? I think the biggest thing for me, something Craig and I talk about a lot, is leading by example, right? Sometimes I forget how much everybody pays attention, how much my wife pays attention, how much my kids pay attention, both of them, right? And, what I found is that normally when I notice that they're on the couch or not doing anything, I'm only having that awareness because I got a little guilt around doing it myself. And so I don't think I've earned the right to be like, get off the couch, go outside, go do whatever. I am more of like enrolling, right? Creating activities, knowing what fills their tank. And then also respecting and understanding that my job isn't to mold them into who I want them to be. It's to respect them. And there's times my 3-year-old will be like, I want to watch a movie. And we're like, okay. And then 11 minutes later, he's like, now it's time to go outside. I'm like, okay. Right. And so like I found with my children specifically, my daughter's 15, my son is 3, is that when you give the restrictions, their only answer is doing more of it, right? Because they feel like it's taken away and everything else. And so I feel like it's all about enrollment and then also checking in and ask if the risk is worth the reward, right? Like if they really want to be there, if they're tired, if they're exhausted and they want to numb out or veg out or relax, and allow them to do it. And then put containers, have enrolling conversations. And so for us, it's a whole lot of like leading by example, having activities planned and planning them. And then also the inverse of that is that you have to remember too, is like our kids ask us to do stuff all day. And if we're like, no, and then we're like, oh, it's time to go do this. Naturally, they're going to say no. We've trained that behavior into them in the first place. And so for me, it's about really leading myself, being the example, being a yes guy whenever possible, being that guy and helping them. And then when the tables are turned, respecting them, respecting their feelings, respecting what that may be, and then coming up with, a solution. And it might not be agreement, it might be alignment. And so that's kind of how I see it.
I love it.
Here, this is mic drop. Well, all right, we can stop. We're 5 minutes in. It'll be the quickest show ever. That's it. Everybody. That's all people need to know.
Well, you're up next, man. It's up to you.
So the only thing I'll add on to that is you should know your kids. And this is part of the High Speed Daddy Provide, Protect, Connect. Connecting with your loved ones. And part of the connection with your kids is knowing them and asking them questions to get to know them and stuff. To knowing I don't know if triggers is the right word I'm looking for, but what levers to pull on them. not to manipulate, but to engage them and show them that there's other things they can do to have fun outside, such as, let's say someone really likes art, for example. They love painting, they love coloring and stuff like that. There's no reason they can't do that out in nature. And hey, see that beautiful tree? Why don't we go outside and you can smell the tree, get other senses going and stuff like that, and painting the tree outdoors, which could open up a whole different world of their painting and artistic skills and stuff like that. Yeah. And I always like introducing my kids to new stuff. I came from a family, sports related, that only played soccer. Yeah, that was it. I wrestled. My brother, soccer. That's it. My sister, soccer. That's it. Maybe some cross country or track in there, only to stay in shape for soccer season. That was it. I originally started wrestling to stay in shape in the winter between fall and spring soccer. I just was good at wrestling and took to it, and then I stayed with it. But I was kind of introduced, but my parents weren't like, we're going to sign you up for, baseball. They just never really opened that door opportunity. Like, we had a baseball bat around, and, we had basketballs around and stuff like that we could play at home, but not organized sports. But that goes into, like, my parents did, and I feel we're successful in introducing to us in some version to those other sports and stuff, such as, hey, this is the basketball. Let's go shoot some hoops. Let me teach you this game. This is called horse. These are some of the rules of how you play soccer. Now, if you do want to watch TV, why don't we show you a basketball game? This is called the National Basketball League, NBA, or National Basketball Association, NBA, or something like that. So, we get involved with things like that. And then this is how you play it outside. So my parents kind of introduced us kids to things along those lines. So I like introducing our kids to stuff and then letting them decide. And then you connect with them and you can foster and engage with them more. So,
and listen, Blippi is a way better. Blippi is a way better teacher for my 3-year-old than I will ever be. Way better. I can't say no to Blippi. He can watch Blippi 24/7 for all I care.
I don't even know what Blippi is, and I think I might be okay with that.
Yeah, no, Blippi's awesome. Blippi's legit.
Okay. So Joey says that they do things outside, like putting him in the wagon and playing trucks. Now, Joey has a very, very, very little person, and that's amazing.
He's got 2 little people, 2.
Oh, really? I thought he had one.
He's got Joe, correct us. He's got a brand new baby and a 2-year-old.
Okay.
Thus, the 2-year-old, I think, probably on the shoulders right there. But
oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Yes.
See, Tara knows about Blippi.
There you go.
There you go. Tara.
It's Blippi.
Blippi's my hero. I like Blippi more than my kids like Blippi.
Well, I had a big realization today, and it's kind of funny. I've been following this kind of rule that I made for myself that I was going to go to bed early and wake up early. And last night I violated that. I stayed up until about 1:30 a.m. editing some video, and I was having a blast. I was really having fun. Like, honestly, I loved doing it. I wasn't like falling asleep and exhausted, but it reminded me of the old days when I really didn't respect my own schedule. And boy, did I feel it this morning. Mm-hmm. I was beat up, and your eyes are swollen and you're just like, ugh. And you wake up 30 to 40 minutes past when you're supposed to, and the kids are going to wake up in 60 seconds, and you're like, I'm in trouble, right? And so they woke up, and then of course I'm getting snappy and snippy. It's like, oh man, what am I doing? So that's why we went on the walk. I told you this morning I went on the walk, and that's why. And I'm just owning up to the violating my own rules, and that's kind of what I wanted to say.
Did you miss the coffee date?
Yeah, but she slept in too. So it's.
You should have done burpees in front of your kids while apologizing for every one of them, and then you would have both.
Now you're bringing it back, George.
Well,
yeah.
It's
communal punishment. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, now go. I'll be quiet. Go beat your face.
No, we have our coffee date every morning at 7:30, and she does not set an alarm. And so typically I'll wake up at 4:30 or 5, and I'll start doing my thing, just like peaceful reading time and hangout time. And then she, I wake her up at 7 or whatever. She has half an hour to get ready for a 30-minute date on the porch, So it's like, but I didn't wake her up. I didn't wake her up. I stayed asleep on the couch, and I was on the couch on purpose because I didn't want to wake her up. You know what I'm saying? Like when they fall into deep sleep and you crawl into bed and you disturb their sleep, it's so rude. So like I just left the door shut and the lights were out. I didn't want to come in with the cell phone light and like start blinding people. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, man. I just had to own up to that. And I want to thank everyone for being here, for letting me let that out.
Do you feel better, Corey?
Feel better?
I do. I do.
All right, so how many burpees are you going to do now?
Well, my son did 70. My 9-year-old son did 70 the other day. So I got to try to top him.
Well, it's only 4:41 p.m. So let's get it. I bet you sleep like a baby. There's plenty of time in the day.
I'm working out. I'm
hey, yo, I'm not
out
afraid.
number 2 right after this.
How many do I have to do? 70 or
70? Do 70.
70 burpees. All right, weighted or not weighted? Not weighted.
I say you
Choice
lead,
is yours.
you lead you lead from the front and you do 75.
I don't know. I did 3.5 hours of working out this morning nonstop. So let's get it.
I got 75 burpees. I'll put on video and I will post to the High Speed Daddy Provide Protect Connect group today.
Accountability.
Today I will do it. Listen, guys, go check it out. If you don't know this group, Provide Protect, High Speed Daddy Provide Protect Connect. Go grab a spot in there if you're a dad and you're looking to connect with other dads that are like us and Joey, who are trying to do the best they can on a daily basis to be the best dads we can. So that's it, guys. I think we nailed it.
I think we nailed it too.
I think we got this. 3 dads trying to do the best they can every single
100%.
day. Come join us. All right, folks, listen, we're here every week. We also happen to sell really great, awesome backpacks. So if you want to check out backpacks and dad gear, go check out highspeeddaddy.com.
Our lunch bags are pretty cool too.
We just launched a brand new bundle. You got to check it out. On the go bundle. If you want to have a picnic with your kids, you want to have a lunch bag and a first aid kit, we got you taken care of. So
or a coffee date with your wife with breakfast in it
at 7:30. Yeah. Ooh, maybe I should make up for that tomorrow. That's a good idea. All right.
Wake up extra early, make it extra special, which means you have to go to bed extra early tonight.
Sounds like vegan egg McMuffins in the morning for us.
Sounds like misery to me.
Speaking of that, we need help. And for those of you that are looking to go plant-based, that are plant-based and stuff like that, go check out Lean Green Dad. Corey never pimps himself out here.
Hold on, Craig. You said we need help. No. You need help. I don't need any help.
This is part of the commitment that I made with 75 Hard, 1 day a week. That was my yesterday, every Tuesday. But yes, for recipes and stuff along those lines to get a little bit more creative, shopping list, etc., go check out my man Corey at Lean Green Dad.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, people. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. We love all of you. Take care.